really going to get in the jungle with this one. Apparently we are literally passing the areas of the jungle where it's like wild animals.
In our last video, we set ourselves the challenge of spending 1,000 Thai baht exploring the Chiang Mai night markets. We ate some incredible food, had a massage, and it was a complete fail. This morning, we're getting up for a totally different adventure as we prepare to cross into country number 42.
Today is both a very happy and very sad day. We are leaving this honestly incredible hotel room. It is a 5-star resort sitting on one of the rivers here in Chiang Mai, but it's also a spa. I was pretty reluctant, but I ended up getting my first ever massage.
If you're not following us on Instagram, you should, because you would have heard all about his first, quite interesting thoughts on his first ever massage.
But today is also happy because we are moving on to a country we've never been to before.
There are lots of ways that you can get from Thailand to Laos, but we have opted to go for something a little bit unusual.
Over the next 3 days, we're going to be traveling from Chiang Mai, Thailand to Luang Prabang in Laos via boat. Our first step is actually to take a bus 6 hours northeast to the town of Chiang Mai, which sits on the Laos border. So from what we understand, there's only one bus company that does this route. That is the Green Bus, and they only go twice a day, 8:30 or 9:30. So apparently there's like a first class and a second class. I didn't know that.
We're in economy.
We're in economy.
Jordan's finding out how much it would cost to upgrade to the VIP section. Because it's a 6 or 7 hour bus ride, it kind of is worth it if it's not a crazy amount of money.
It'd be like an extra $3.50 each. Sorting out how we pay, but we get moved from car.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like we've just upgraded to first class for $3.50.
50 cents an hour. It's pretty good.
Look how much more legroom I have. I feel like I'm man-spreading.
Okay. This video is not about this bus, so we'll skip ahead.
40 baht to take us 3 minutes, I think, down the road.
Step 1 was to get ourselves to our accommodation in Chiang Mai, get ourselves ready because the boat leaves tomorrow. Okay, part of crossing the border tomorrow is going through immigration, and we've read a few things online about different things we needed, one of which was US currency, but we've just confirmed that you can pay in Thai baht, so we've withdrawn a bunch of that. But the other thing is little passport size photos. So instead of getting them done at the border, which we've heard you can do, but there's usually a line, we've found a place just here in Chiang Mai and each got our passport photos taken, so we are ready to go for that as well. I think now we're just gonna hop in the pool and wait till tomorrow. The morning was actually a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be. If you are wanting to do this leg, you can stay where we stayed. We'll link it in the description below. And just out the front of that, there's a 7-Eleven which has a tuk-tuk rank that you can just jump in. Cost us 200 baht to get here.
And it was a longer drive than I thought it was going to be. So I feel like 200 baht's pretty good.
Too early to argue.
You know when you have like a really important alarm or something on your mind that you know you have to be awake for, you just start waking up like hours before your alarm goes off being like, oh, I missed it. I don't think either of us slept well.
Also, it wasn't super dark outside because of the lights, so we'd wake up at 3 and be like, oh my gosh. But anyway, we're here now. Obviously, we can't film much passport control, so we'll see you in Laos. All right, we're out of Thailand. Now we just catch a bus across the Friendship Bridge because you can't walk it. It costs 25 baht unless you have bags. It costs a little bit more. It was 70 baht for both Emily and I. And then we cross into Laos on the other side. Hopefully all the passport photos and everything we've got organised is going to help.
I'm sad to leave Thailand. We will be back.
And we're in. Easy as that. The visa on arrival, process is really easy. We had to pay 40 Thai baht to start it.
Processing fee maybe?
And then it was 1,560 per passport to get it processed. And that's paying in Thai baht. It's different if you pay US dollars.
40 US dollars.
40 US dollars, or you can pay like in Chinese yuan if you have it.
It does also depend on where you come from. I think it slightly changes the price. Because I know that Chinese, it's only like 20 US dollars, I think.
But ours was meant to be cheaper and it wasn't.
Ah.
Yeah. But if you do pay in US dollars, they're super particular about it. Like any smudges or crinkles or anything that's not a perfect note, they won't accept it. So, and he gave us like a big warning about that. We were like, we're not even using US dollars. So if you are, just be sure.
But now, time to board the cruise.
Okay, so see you at the boat later. Thank you.
That's so long. Bar down here. First impressions of the Shompoo Cruise are great. So there is another boat option you can get that essentially is the same shape boat, but instead of nice dining tables and areas to hang out, it's kind of like bus seats. So you'd be with 1,000 of your closest friends on that one. Instead, I think we get a whole dining section to ourselves.
There are loads of different options that do this, including one right next to us. Just doesn't look as comfortable as this one.
Not to brag, but we have like little cushions and plants and tablecloths. I'm not seeing that anywhere else.
Because we're such a long boat, it's quite hard to navigate out of the docks. But we're out now. Honestly, you think it's a long boat? It's longer than you think. It's so long more.
Toilet tour. There is not much to it, but it is very clean and surprisingly spacious considering we're on a boat. There is a toilet, a Western toilet that flushes, a sink, toilet paper, a hand towel to wash your hands, a mirror, and an open window so you don't miss any of the views. The most unique thing about this toilet tour is that they provide you with a debrief of the next couple of days, and I really want to take today and soak it all in and enjoy it because we're picking up an extra 10 people tomorrow at Pakbeng. So today is the quicker of the 2 days. We only have one stop and it's a shorter journey from the border to Pakbeng. We're sleeping for the night, and tomorrow I think we have 9 hours total on the river. There's 2 stops tomorrow before we get to Luang Prabang. But today we get to stop at the Chiang Mai village, which sounds really cool, learn about all of the local life, and for the next 11 kilometers we will get to see Laos on one side and Thailand on the other. But after that, we're in Laos, baby.
The other thing he spoke about during our safety briefing was a little bit of the facts about the Mekong. Apparently this river runs through 6 countries and starts in Tibet, like the mountains of Tibet. It goes all the way down through to like the Mekong Delta down at the bottom of Vietnam. It's like the rice bowl of all of Southeast Asia.
What's really nice is that there's a bar on board. I'm pretty sure tea and coffee is included all day, and that's for free. We have decided to splurge for a little soft drink, because even though it's only 11 a.m, I am exhausted. I just really didn't sleep well, freaking out that we were going to miss this boat somehow. It has been so nice drifting down the river, and it's really reminding me of the PS Emilu. I know that they're like worlds apart, but just being on the water, there's been a couple of speedboats that have gone by. I think that's what's triggered it, because when we were on the PS Emilu, it was some race was going on, and there were so many speedboats going past us. We also got incredibly lucky with the weather today. It is rainy season, which means the river's a lot higher than it normally is. It is bright blue skies, and the green surrounding us on the mountains and in the forest and everything, it's just incredibly vibrant. It looks like a screensaver. Like, it looks fake. We always say to each other it looks like someone's already bumped up the vibrance or the saturation. There's something about being on a boat or a train that's just immediately lulls you into wanting a nap and relaxing. Cucumber and egg salad, rice, fried chicken legs, mixed vegetables, steamed fish, and a plate of fruit.
What more do you need?
I think we're floating down the river for a little bit more until we get to the village. After cruising the beautiful Mekong River, we made a stop at this charming village, where life is all about simple joys. Hand-built wooden homes, dogs, chickens and pigs wandering around, and the happiest kids we've seen. Their smiles were contagious and the whole place just felt alive with laughter and warmth. Before we knew it, it was time to jump back on the boat. It was nice stopping off at the village. It was very hot, but all the kids were so cute, running up and giving us high fives and stuff.
I think we're like 15 minutes away from pulling into Pakbeng, which is where we're stopping for the night. Then I'm pretty sure we get driven to our accommodation and driven back the next morning, so we don't really have to worry about too much. We did have to book our accommodation separately though. We had a very good landing. It was like a tiny little gap and we just pushed other boats apart. It's beautiful though, wow.
Sorry we didn't film much this morning or last night. We might not have picked the best accommodation. We didn't have electricity for 2 hours when we got in, and we just didn't have water at all. They claimed it was the entire town didn't have water. So we were like, oh, obviously that's fair enough, it's not your fault. But after talking to some people, it seems like we were the only ones that didn't have water.
But it was cheap.
Haven't showered. Sorry about that. At least you can't smell me.
So we're just going to run down of what day 2 is going to be. We are actually on the boat to start the day for like six and a half hours. So we're really going to get in the jungle with this one. Apparently we are literally passing the areas of the jungle where it's like wild animals. No longer is it like people's cattle, it's just cattle. But eventually we get to the Buddha cave, which should be really interesting. And then we get to a whiskey farm, which I had no idea we were going to. And it's like rice whiskey and we might be able to get a taste of that too. But I wanted to quickly talk before we got settled into the long journey and teach you a little bit of Lao. So, hello is a really easy way to remember it. Hello is like, what's up buddy? Sup buddy? Sabadi. That's hello. Thank you. For thank you, I just picture a policeman leaning up against a wall with a cup of tea, and it's chai tea. And thank you is kop chai. Kop chai. And then if you want to say thank you very much, imagine the same cop lying down. Kop chai lai lai. Yes, thank you very much.
The way I'm remembering delicious is saying to myself, oh, this is so good, I want an endless supply of this. Supply. Delicious.
And now you know, Lao.
Today has flown by. We've just been floating down the river and it's really nice because we're just surrounded by green forests and watching all of the locals just live their life, like the farmlands, and they're on their boats. It has been incredibly relaxing, yet somehow it's already 1 p.m. and we just had yet another incredible lunch. I don't know how they do that because it's such a tiny kitchen. I think the next stop we get to hop off and explore some caves. Yay!
So this cave actually consists of an upper and a lower cave. So we've just seen all the Buddhas upstairs and now we're going down. It's also really hot. Is that enough really?
Not for how hot it is. This might be one of the best things that this cruise does. After we hop off, they have frozen towels to cool us back down. I think it's only 15 minutes to our final stop before Luang Prabang.
So our last stop on the Chiang Mai to Luang Prabang Shompoo Cruise is this local village. It's Lao Lao village and they make whiskey here.
Is that pure alcohol?
It smells like tequila. Yum yum.
It just burns. They also have ones with medicine in them that is like snake or tree roots, but I don't think we're going to try those ones.
And they have this like really old school traditional way of distilling it.
The boat early to give you a quick tour. So at the very front is where we hop on and off for every tour. Then there's this really nice seating area with a table and a lounger. This is where the captain sits. This is also where all of our big bags are stored during the day, so they're sort of out of our way. They're underneath all of these chairs. Next we come into the living room portion of the boat. This is where everyone's been reading, napping, having a lay down because they have these really nice bolsters that you can lean back on. The next area is where we've been spending 90+% of our time. It's sort of like dining area, little kitchenette sort of vibes, which takes us onto the bar. So there's a bar on either side, so you could sit out and enjoy the view with a drink, plus the actual bar behind me, so you can purchase snacks, cold drinks. There's free tea and coffee during the day, as well as a water station with a couple of fruit snacks. This is also where lunch is served. It's served buffet style. It is delicious. These are the two bathrooms that are very spacious and clean with flushing toilets and toilet paper. What more do you want? This is the kitchen where they somehow make amazing food every single time. And at the very back of the boat, there is like a U-shaped sofa with a table. It would be really nice to lay back here and have a nap, but this is also, I believe, where the engine is, so it can get quite loud during the day. Let's get a cold drink.
Thank you all of you for choosing Shompoo. I hope you enjoy your tour in our country. Welcome to Laos again. I hope to see you one day. Thank you very much.
Can't believe we're here. 3 days later, we've made it from Chiang Mai to Luang Prabang.
Not cold. I think we proved pretty clearly that that is the best way to get from Chiang Mai to Luang Prabang, from Thailand to Laos. Any other way is just not as much adventure.
This is made from red or brown rice, and the clear ones are made from white sticky rice. It's quite good. To peel the curtain back a little bit, Jordan basically does all of the booking, and we've been to Chiang Mai now, I think 4 separate times, and I had no idea places like this existed here because we've always just stayed inside of the ancient city walls. You know, when you just do something, you think that's all there is, essentially. You can do like river cruises in Chiang Mai and stay at amazing romantic places like this. It has made it really hard to leave because this is too relaxing and too pampering, but spending 3 days here getting caught up on work has been such a blessing. We also learnt more about the Kami tribe, which is the village that we visited with yesterday, and apparently their language, their dialect is obviously very specific to them, but there's actually no written version of their language. So to learn it, you just have to hear it and practice it in your head because no one remembers how to write it down. Another thing I don't think we mentioned yesterday is that this river is used to pan for gold. Like locals and massive companies come with excavators and everything. So there must be an abundance of gold in this river, which is so interesting. Can you imagine we just reach over and little nug?
Yeah, go on.